The another type, that is a passive type of cooling system. Just to go with the last slides once for glancing. So yesterday class we started up with the main concept called solar passive space heating and cooling system. So in that we have discussed major two kinds of space heating. So first one is a solar passive space heating. It is just using a convection and radiation method without any other materials rather than the therm wall. You're not adding any extra material for observation and all. So this is one of the passive heating system. So one more is that just by making the system a small changes, addition of thrombol as not added here. Instead of that, we are going to have a rock bed storage, and this rock bed storage is responsible for heating up the air molecules to the high temperature value from cold to the highest condition. So that is done by a rock bed storage. So here they given here a collector cum rock bed storage system is integrated with the apartment. So this is one more type of building the heat. I can call it as apartment or residential purpose. Any two kind can be used. So after that, as they're saying, cooling. We are discussing about cooling. The natural cooling can be done. Addition to that, any other extra features can be added up to the system to cool the living area or cool the system. So in that case, we have discussed the first case of ventilation, just giving proper ventilation of air means hot air if it is available. Main intention is to take out that hot air. How we are going to give the ventilation? How you are going to create the outlets and inlet for entering the cold air and removing the hot air? So based on that, we discussed with chimney effect, and it is effective where outside temperature are moderate. So in that case, the scheme for solar passive cooling through ventilation has been explained. And today class, we are going up with same method of cooling, but with passive condition is different. Here we are using dehumidification. Dehumidification means moisture content present in the air. See, humidity means everyone are already aware and you have experienced. See, now we are staying in Bangalore and we are feeling comfortable temperature now. I think now today there is no sunny also. The atmosphere is normal and you don't want to increase the temperature or decrease the temperature. You feel moderate it is. But the same way, if the same condition, if you move to any of the beach areas, particularly in Karnataka, or Goa side or beach side like Mangalore, Karwar, this side, if you go and if you want to play in a sea water, so in that place you feel, see, the temperature looks so down and climate is look cool, but still you people will start sweating and we started saying the word called humidity means the moisture content which are present in the air will create the sense of sweatness or tiredness also. Sometimes you feel tired because of that humidity condition. Okay, so first we'll see the diagram how the construction has been done with the humidification. First see to it what all the extra things has been done in the system. As usual, you're looking like a small house, and here you can see absorbent material, outside air, western wall, eastern wall, walls. Of course, definitely it is available in your houses. Then inside air out, then solar radiation, inside air out, solar radiation, outside air out, absorbent material, and water. Living area has been given and the walls has been given. So in this walls, of course, facing towards the system, you're saying western wall, eastern wall, that is also fine. And from the figure, we are observing the radiation, how they are falling. So solar radiations are here, and we are giving a small space for the movement of this air moisture condition, that is inside air out means whatever the air present in the living area, that you are taking it out on the same portion where your solar radiation is existing. One point. Next you see here outside air in means this is atmosphere air, outside the air you're taking in to the living area. So this is one of the observant material. So here also outside area, as we say, air contains a moisture content and they're given water bath. So water bath, so this air will hit this water bath. After that, some air will going to get into the living area. So here any of the moisture content or hot temperature area is available, that will be taken out with this living outlet, that is of a inner, like inside air outlet, or else you can just say it as a outlet of a air to take off the heat content. So this is done with respect to solar radiation itself. So wall you can specify which side it is falling off. Okay, so here see, the moisture content of the air in the room is reduced and cooling is maintained by absorption and evaporation. Absorption, of course, absorption means we'll directly consider the point like solar radiation. So we are getting it, absorption, we are doing it, we are going to try to heat the system. But here observation in the reverse order, whatever the heat present in the living area, that we have to take it out. That we have to take it out and we have to reduce the room temperature. So in that case, evaporation, water bath is also used. Absorption and evaporation has been considered. The east and west facing walls are specially designed or provided with solid absorbent material and water baths. So water baths, of course, everyone is very familiar, right? Sun bath we call, now it is water bath. So in this walls also made up with some absorbent material where they're going to absorb the moisture content and also the heat content. Then air circulation is maintained using a chimney effect. Means you're going to take off and you need something to be pushed out. So that's what you are having an outlet and inlet, take and out. Then in the morning when the east wall is heated by the solar radiation, the air get heated, rises up and it is ducted outside. Means depending upon that movement of a sun, you can specify which wall is heated up more and from where I can take it off. That's what I say in the morning when the east wall is heated by east wall. This is the east side, right? This is the east wall heated by the solar radiation. And due to that, what happened? The air definitely get heated and it will rises and that should be observed. And so you have an observer next to the solar radiation. So you can see eastern wall, observer walls also present. And due to the natural draft thus produced, air is drawn inside from the west wall. So natural phenomena, wherever you have like options of entering, definitely you will get the kinds of different air, so heat air and cold air. Because see, here you are getting direct radiation, definitely the air will be little most heat. But this is like opposite, some shadow is existing or the rays inclination towards the system is little bit less, so you can assume the temperature of this is less as compared to the inside air outlet. Okay, so this is due to the normal draft, so produced air is drawn inside from the wet side. Next, the incoming wet side air first gets dried up by a solid absorber material and is evaporately cooled by passing over water baths and then enters the room. Means you have one more obstacle. So air is coming out, it not directly enters the living area. It will reach the water bath. So here what happens? Absorption and evaporation, both process will take place. And after that, whatever left out, that will be entering the living area. Then the hot air going out through the east facing wall regenerates the solid absorbent material. So outlet, whatever you were shown, so that passage will give you a space for taking off the heated air which is present in the living area. Then in the evening time what happens? Your movement of sun has done from one point to the another point. In the evening, when the west wall is heated up by the sun, a reversal of airflow occurs and the function of east and west walls reversal. Means each wall will do their work depending upon the radiation factor. On which side we have more heat, the opposite wall is responsible for cooling down the system. So east wall, if we are getting more sun rays, then west wall will going to responsible for making the system to reduce the heat condition by water bath, and the evaporation will be done. Humidity content will be removed out in the air and it will maintain the sustainable temperature. Similarly, west side if happens, east wall will take the response, and you cannot the diagram is given based on east side. So west side, you can change the outlet names. So you written the outlet, outside air in, inside air out. So if you are writing a diagram opposite to that, this west wall is getting a solar rays and the east wall is not getting, then make a reverse operation. So rays will be inserting here, your movement of this will be different. See, water bath is provided on both the sides, both the wall has been given, water bath is available. So this is like one process during east condition. If you want to write it on west condition, it is a reverse process. But in both of the condition, your water bath plays a very important role of observing the moisture content present in the air and leave the regular air where you not feel the humidification so much. So this is one of the method of dehumidification. Means your intention is to humidify the content. That's what it is called, dehumidification. Okay, so next we are going for one of the important topic, solar industrial heating system. Because we are saying the solar energy can be applicable in all the scales, small scale, medium scale and large scale. So till now whatever we have discussed, almost all are looking like household applications or residential or building application. Is it heating of water and cooling the building, heating the building? So these kind of applications we people have discussed. Now we are going with still more higher range, that is industrial application from solar system. So solar active heating systems are used for several industrial processes heat requirements, and the process heat in various industries is generally supplied in the form of first one process hot water, second one hot air, process steam. So I think we are very familiar with these three contexts. Solar water heater we have discussed, means heating of water. So that can be used for household application. But here hot water can be used in different format. And as we all know that engineering system or turbines, engines, these terms we are using it. So many different engine, petrol engine, diesel engine, heat exchanger. So these kind of terms we have used so many times. So in that conversion of water to steam or steam to water, so this process of conversion also we have discussed. So in this heat exchange can be done in two format. One is in terms of water, another one terms in of steam, and one more in a term of air. Means two liquid condition and one more in the gaseous. Of course, process of steam can also be considered as a gaseous form. Okay, so hot water, hot air, and process steam. These are the three various kind we are using the application in industries. So we'll see one by one how they are approaching. So first one, thermal energy is transported from, so before going to that we'll see the title what exactly it is. Hot air industrial process heat system. Hot air industrial process heat system. Of course the picture looks so huge because it is one of the complete mechanism we can going to describe here. I'll just enlarge the picture first. So hot air industrial process heat system. So you can see the huge place of systems which are connected back to back here. So first one, solar radiation, you need a collector. Collector is here. And next is what kind of observer you are using. Rock bed storage, already we have taken one part. Rock bed storage. Next we have a damper, axe heater, axe bypass, then storage blower, three-way wall, blower, heat exchanger. So here, so many heat exchangers are available, blowers are available, then observer is there. Then how you're going to open the valve? Valve means depending upon the usage, which side. It is like a traffic signal. This road is blocked means another road will be open. So in same kind here it is given. So used hot air from the distribution. Then fresh air means two outlet. One is in and already used air means you're reusing the system. You're not wasting anything. You're reusing. Or else sometimes see if you're cooking something in a kitchen, instead of putting a hot water, let us assume you're going to prepare palav, you have to pour water, 2 glasses of water, you have to pour it. Maybe some people you have seen, they're going to pour, instead of cold water, they will pour hot water itself. Already boiled water, they're going to pour it because the time consumption to heat the water will be reduced and your cooking time will be completely reduces. So similarly here, exhaust here, when you used hot air from the distribution has taken care and that will be exhausted. Exhaust fan, how you say this is exhausted air. Okay, blower is there and a three-way valve, storage blower, and we have a collector, that is solar radiation collector, damper, like it is like a variac, how it works in a transformer, and you can see the connection between a damper and a rock bed storage, bidirectional. Bidirectional means you can use it, you can take it off, and that will be taken to AXA heater where you have a bypass system. And damper and AXA heater will be taken care, and that is given to the distribution. So finally, whatever you do it combinedly, the output will be given from AXA heater to the distribution center. So we'll see one to one how exactly. Can you people write down this diagram first? Energy is transport from collector through hot air and utilize it for heat process. Means this hot air industrial, where they are using, how they are using. So that concept I have been going to explain with the full block diagram. So first, whatever the thermal energy we are getting it, that will be transported from the collector, means your solar collector, through hot air. Means finally your output